This is a review of the TFT color monitor, and it shows how to set it up with a 12-volt adapter so that you can plug it into the wall. And this way you can connect it up to a Raspberry Pi computer, or anything else you want to for that matter. But this was primarily focused for using a Raspberry Pi. Also, too, this is for the 7-inch version of the TFT color monitor. Now, the color monitor was designed to connect to a 12-volt car battery, but you don't want it for the car battery. You want it to use it for your computer, and so you need a power source. And of course, the most convenient is your wall outlet. And in order to do that, you need to get a 12-volt AC to DC converter. Now, you may have one lying around the house. If you go and you check your old converters, you may find one that's 12 volt. It's important that it's 12 volts, and if you know a lot about electronics, you can probably make some other kinds of adjustments. But if you're like me and you're really not a hardware person, stick with a 12 volt one, or what I did. I went down and got it at Radio Shack. Now, the particular one I got has a connector on it, and it has a female connection. Yours may have a different kind of connector on it already if you have one laying around the house. And if it does, what you want to do is, again, this is something you probably get at Radio Shack or whatever electronic store that you use, so that it will be able to use whatever connection you have. Now, in this particular case, what I got was something that makes it very simple for somebody who's really not big with electronics, and that is something that they call the adapter plug. Now, the adapter plug has a male connector on the end of it that you can plug into the female connector, and then on the other end it has two bare wires, and the black wire with the with the white running down it connects up to the red wire coming from the monitor, and then the black wire connects up to the black wire. So it's all pretty simple. There are three wires that you will find on the monitor. One is red, one is black, and one is blue. What I did with the blue one, I just looped it around and then taped it up with some electrical tape to get it out of the way. There's some things you can do with that, but like I said, I'm not much of a electronics hardware guy, so I just stuck with the basics, and that's the positive and negative leads. I soldered those together. The positive, of course, goes with the positive, and the negative with the negative, and so and then wrap them up with electrical tape, as you can see. Here's a little closer of it. Again, coming from the adapter, you want be sure to get the positive connector to the positive one. You take the male connector and you plug it into the female connector, and that's it. You're all set to plug in your color monitor. The only thing about this that you have to be careful about in this particular one is to make sure that when you plug in the male, that it has the correct pole on it. In other words, you want to be sure that the positive goes into the positive socket and the negative into the negative socket. And what they've done with this is that you'll see a little plus sign. You can't see it here. It's very hard to see, as a matter of fact. Little plus sign. And then at the other, on the female end, you have something that says tip. I have no idea why they have tip, but they do. So you take tip and you align it with the positive thing and just plug it in. Once the whole thing is all wired together, here you can see the wires that are coming out of the monitor, and you have several of them. You have the blue one, you can see that it's over there, and it's like I said, I looped it around and taped it up. You can ignore that. And the one that's important is the VGA connector. It's an RCA connector. Actually, it goes into the VGA port, or the video port. Fortunately, on the Raspberry Pi, the video port is also yellow. So basically, You plug yellow to yellow. That makes life very easy. Plug the socket into the wall, and voila, there you have it. And so far the TFT color monitor works pretty well. I think one of the things that you're going to need to do is to work with a resolution. When you get into the terminal mode, there are different kinds of views that you have, and some of them make reading the text very difficult, and so you have to adjust the resolution. I adjust it by software. There's probably a hardware way to do it. And then with the monitor, I can do a lot of graphics and everything else I want. So I highly recommended to use this monitor with the Raspberry Pi.